So I think a cultural appropriation of ecology and biology is a very interesting question today. In a very different way than in the 1960s, the green movement and the environmental movement became aware of the impact of human beings on the planet. And so I think there is a lot of room for experimentation by artists in ecological systems and trying to understand, do you know here in your school what the flora and fauna is around the school? Do you have a catalog of all the kinds of insects and birds and plants in this environment? And is your environment changing or not? Are you aware, just within 1 kilometer of this place, of what is happening in terms of the changing ecology? And I think artists can really get inside these questions and create other cultural images. When Paul Cézanne, I live in Marseille, near where Paul Cézanne lived and worked, when he went out every day to paint the scenery, and he triggered a whole cultural change of our perception of the landscape and our representation of the landscape. If Paul Cézanne was alive today, and we were looking at climate change and the environment and ecology, I don't think he would go out with a paintbrush. I think Paul Cézanne would go out with the science and the tools of today to impose his cultural understanding on his environment. And so I think we need new kinds of landscape painters, not using paint, but using new media, using scientific knowledge, to create other kinds of cultural, not only descriptions, but metaphors and myths about our connections to the world. Another question which interests me, because I work in astronomy as a research scientist, one of the most exciting things in astronomy in the last 10 years is that for the first time in human history, we have been able to find planets around other stars. All of human culture and mythology has been built around descriptions of the sky. The Greeks named gods after the objects in the sky, as did the Chinese and every human culture. But we always had a very small number of planets that we could study in our own solar system. But now, using new kinds of telescopes, we have found planets around other stars, and as of today, we know at least 400 planets around other stars. We know their size, we know how much they weigh, and that's it.